Happy Vlogoween. I think it's day 6. This is going to be kind of a janky video, but a really important one. I want to talk to you about 3 of the main components of a messy house. This is by no means including everything that could cause your house to be atrocious, but these are the 3 things that I have found that if you get them under control will make a huge difference. Then we're going to move into an actual list, and I have made a list of my own to show you guys, just to give you an idea of what I'm working on. And it's a general list anybody could go by. I'm going to remake it and make it suit my needs, and you can do that for yourself as well if you'd like. Hope you'll join me. But let's talk about the LTD. It is the laundry, the trash, and the dishes. Let's talk about that for a second. Now, most people, when they clean house, will look at it as a whole. Let's say, oh, my living room is a mess, or the kids' toy room is a disaster, or my bedroom looks like a tornado ran through it. Those are general ways we usually explain the task that we have before us when it comes to cleaning a house. It's overwhelming, it's just general, and it kind of includes all things. But if you break it down and make it very specific, I am a firm believer if you can take care of your laundry, your trash, and your dishes, it's going to change everything when it comes to cleaning your house. And not only that, but maintaining a clean house. What do I mean by that? I'm willing to bet if you went right this minute and you went into every room of your house and collected all of the laundry and you took it to the laundry area, whether that be a laundry room or wherever your washing machine is located, and you gather everything up through the entire house, the bathrooms, the hallway, your closet floor, the kids' rooms, wherever it may be, and you bring all of that to a central location, focusing only on laundry, nothing else. Don't look at all the mess before you. I don't care how bad it is. Get it out, take it to the laundry area. Next, the trash. All the water bottles in the bedroom, the chip bags in the kids' rooms, anything that needs to be thrown away, any obvious trash, put it in a trash bag. Tie up the trash bag, take it outside where it belongs. Now, once you accomplish that, the dishes. If you only have dishes in your kitchen and they're dirty, wash them. It's very simple. If you have dishes in the bedroom or the family room or the dining room or your bedroom or the children's rooms, what have you, get all those dishes together, take them in the kitchen, and wash them. If you manage to do all 3 of these to completion, I honestly believe, and I know, it will change everything. It's very simple, but I think a lot of times we can't see the forest for the trees. It's easy to walk into a catastrophe room and feel overwhelmed, or there's too much to do, or the question you hear very often from people, where do I even start? This is where you start. Now, I don't know if other cleaning people here on YouTube have broken it down to these 3 things. I know there's plenty of different rules and systems and ideas that people have had. There's nothing new under the sun. But this, to me, are the 3 main factors in a messy house. And these are things that are also reoccurring. You're always going to have laundry, you're always going to have trash, and you're always going to have dishes. All the other things, the clutter, the extra home decor, extra furniture pieces, all of that, clothing that you have in your closet, not your dirty laundry, but clothing that you have in there you've never worn or you haven't worn in forever. All of that can be dealt with and gotten rid of, and you will not have to deal with it again. These 3 things you will. So these are the main things in your home that need to be dealt with. That is something I wanted to get out there to you guys. So maybe if you don't know where to start, a good place would be LTD. Your laundry, your trash, and your dishes. Now, let's move on to the list that I have prepared to show you an example of how I'm going to operate my whole entire house clean and see what you guys think. I'm going to do it. You guys are welcome to join along. I wish you would. But we're going to take this in small increments and it's going to change everything. So let's get to the list. This is a kitchen cleaning checklist. Yours may look different, but this is an example. You have declutter dishes and cookware, throw away expired food, throw out all trash, wipe cabinets inside, out, upper and lower, clean underneath the sink, clean the stove hood, wipe the walls down, clean the baseboards, dust the ceiling, clean windows and window sills, clean light fixture and replace any old bulbs, clean your sink, clean your refrigerator inside and out, sweep and mop, clean your grout if you have grout. Remember to pull out all your appliances when you do that. Clean your stovetop and inside your oven. Clean all your countertops. Clean your microwave. Clean your air fryer. Wash dishcloths and replace any cleaning brushes. Clean your dishwasher inside and out. Organize inside your cabinets. And finally, declutter any decor and clean that decor. That's a lot of stuff, isn't it? That's a heck of a lot of stuff. But let me tell you why I made this list. It's very easy to get overwhelmed, especially if you're going to take on a challenge as big as detailing and cleaning an entire room. I'm a firm believer that the little tiny things that you do are what make the biggest impact. That is why this list is so important. Your list, like I mentioned earlier, may look different than this. Maybe you don't have an air fryer. Maybe you're like me and you do not have a dishwasher. Maybe instead you have a garbage disposal, which I did not put on this list, but you can add that to yours. Maybe you already cleaned your baseboards this week. There could be things on here that are going to be personal to you that you can change. But the reason for this list is not so that you can get so frustrated you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do all of this in one day. There's no way I can accomplish all this. It's never going to happen. That's okay. You don't have to do all of these things in one day. But making a checklist, you're going to be able to go through. And you may get all of this done in a few hours. Especially if you've already decluttered, okay? That's a big part of it. But if you go down the list and you complete one task, even if you do one task a day, maybe you just declutter all your dishes and cookware one day. Good for you. Maybe the next day you go through the expired food or food that you just don't like to eat, and maybe you want to give that to a neighbor or a family member, or just trash the stuff that is no good. Maybe one day you're just going to go through and throw out all the trash. What have you. You can mix and match or just go down the list any way you choose. But what this does is it takes a huge cake, okay, a big dirty kitchen cake, and it splits it up into little tiny bite-sized pieces, so it makes it easier. And you have these little wins that you accomplish as you mark these things off the list. Hit the like button if you're following what I'm saying. I promise you, this is going to make a difference. I have done this before in my home, and it really does change the game. Now, let's not forget earlier when we spoke on the LTD, the laundry, the trash, the dishes. That is something you're going to have to do continuously, probably daily, if not at least weekly, in some form or fashion, to some degree. Some of these things you're only going to have to do maybe yearly. Maybe you don't need to replace light bulbs more than once a year. Some of these things you're only going to do monthly, etc., so on, at your own pace. Nobody has an exact science for you, just like nobody has one for me. As much as I watch all the greats who clean house, it really comes down to personally what's going to work for you and what you're able to take on at one time. I would love to tell you to come and do the whole list in one day, and if you could, that'd be great. Now, not only can you use this list for your kitchen, but you can also make an entire list for your living room, which could include clean windows and window sills, wash curtains, vacuum underneath the couch, wipe the couches and chairs down, declutter home decor in there, wipe your TV screens down. I mean, it could go on and on and on. But the beauty of it is you can add as many things as you want, but you only do and focus on one item at a time. It really cuts down on the stress. It cuts down on the anxiety. It cuts down not knowing where to start or what to do first. And if you are an ADHD insane animal like myself, it's going to help you focus on one small thing at a time. And not only that, if you're somebody that has squirrel syndrome, it's going to help you do a task, and maybe you want to pick a couple of these quicker things, and you can do those quickly and move on to something else, so you don't feel like you're droning on and on and on in one area. But this is a perfect example of how you can make a list and deep clean one room at a time. There's also different ideas and systems out there. For instance, some people like to take a day to do all of their windows, and then maybe take a day to clean all of their walls in all of their rooms. You could also do that. You can make a list to do that as well. Lists are going to be your best friend. Eventually, you won't even have to have the list. You'll have it down pat. But this is a good way to get started, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I know this is not my normal type of video, but I had it on my heart, and I wanted to get it out and let you guys know, so maybe you can adopt this. I'm going to make my own list for each room in the house, which I would suggest you do as well. I'm going to have living room, dining room, bathroom, bedroom. I'm even going to have front yard, backyard, and I'm going to list everything. And even if you want to add some home improvement things, I have painting that needs to be touched up in some rooms, and some rooms actually I need to finish painting. Some rooms I need to finish working on the flooring. We need to change out door handles on some doors in the closets, or on the closets in the hallway. I'm going to add that to the list too. I'm going to have a hallway list. I'm going to have an entryway list. I'm going to have a laundry room list. I'm going to have, like I said, the front yard, backyard, the deck, the back porch. You name it, it's going to be on my list. So do yourself a favor. Just grab you a pen, sheet of paper, make you a list. Choose whatever room you would like. This is just, like I said, an example of what it could look like. But write down every single solitary little thing that you would like to do, instead of saying, I'm just going to clean the whole kitchen today. No, you don't have to clean it all today. Today you can choose one thing, 3 things, 10 things, and accomplish that today. And eventually you'll have it all done. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I know this was a really, really quick one, but it is an important one. And we'll talk about it more later, but I'm going to start today making my official cleaning and home improvement list for every single room in my house and outside of my house. And I'm going to start. And you guys will be seeing videos coming up of me choosing some of these areas to start. For instance, the next video may be me cleaning. Let's say I chose the kitchen. I may do kitchen windows and sills, and then I may clean the sink as well, and I may choose cleaning in and out of my oven. I could do random things. I could go down the list, and hopefully you guys will play along as well. And by the time the holidays roll around, hopefully if we get enough things checked off every single part of the house, it's going to look amazing. Then at that point, you can just move on to the LTD, which is keeping up with your laundry, your dishes, and your trash. You see how it all comes together? It makes sense. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble today. Happy Vlogoween Day 6. I'll be back with you tomorrow with a brand new video. If you have not subbed up, please do so. We're down to earth people over here. Don't be a stranger, okay? We'd love to have you. Definitely hit the like button. It helps me a great deal on this channel. Let me know in the comments if you're going to participate. We're going to clean our entire house. That's what I'm getting at. If we got to do it one thing at a time, one little tiny bite out of this big dirty house cake, okay? So pull your chair up to the table because it's time to eat, baby. All right, God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.